Subscribe to our channel and press the bell icon to get the latest notifications. Hey everyone, as you know, this is Cheshta and I've been discussing the daily current affairs quiz for these months. And in this video, I'm going to discuss the quiz for March 13th and March 14th, 2019. Along with this, I would like to inform you that there was this correction in the document that is available on the website and Infinity app as well, and that too for the Feb 88 to Feb 15th. There was this correction regarding the National Deworming Day. National Deworming Day. So, in the document, it is mentioned that the day is observed on 8th February, but what has happened is there's this one correction. So, National Deworming Day is observed on 10th February and 10th August. So, these are the 2 days on which the National Deworming Day is observed. But this year in 2019, the day is being observed on 8th February 2019. So this is a correction in the document and you will find the corrected document in once the spotlight for March would be available. So remember this thing that National Deworming Day is biennially observed on 10th February and 10th of August. But in 2019, it was observed on 8th February 2019. Remember this thing. Now let's begin with the March 13th and March 14th quiz. Where is India's first HIV treatment center and clinic for LGBTQ community inaugurated? So this is for the first time that a HIV treatment center and a clinic for the LGBTQ community has been inaugurated, and that too it has been inaugurated by the Humsafar Trust that has already been fighting for these LGBTQ community. Now Humsafar Trust has launched this India's first HIV treatment center and the clinic for LGBTQ, and it is in Mumbai. Along with the clinic, it is also a counseling center and they would be providing free counseling as well. So, where is the center located? It is located in Mumbai, Maharashtra. Moving on to the next question, which of the following has been recently accorded status of the wetland of international importance under the Ramsar Convention? So recently, the Indian Sundarbans, they have been accorded with the status of the wetland of international importance, and that too under the Ramsar Convention. Now, there are some facts regarding the Sundarbans that it is the 27th Ramsar site, or we could say the 27th wetland which has been added under the Ramsar Convention. Next important point regarding the Sundarbans, it is the largest protected wetland in country. So it is the largest protected wetland. Next important point that it is covering the 60% of the country's total mangrove forest area, which is a very big number, 60%. So these are the some facts regarding the Indian Sundarbans, that it is the 27th Ramsar site which is added in the Ramsar Convention. Next, it is the largest protected wetland of the country, and the 60% of the total mangrove forest area is being covered under Sundarban. If we talk about Chilika Lake and Nar Sarovar Bird Sanctuary, they are already under this wetland convention, but it's been a very long time that they have been added in the Ramsar Convention. Great Run of Kutch and Sultanpur, they are not under the Ramsar Convention. So recently Sundarbans has got the status of wetland of international importance. Very important question. Next question is, which of the following is incorrect with respect to the Enemy Property Order 2018? So the central government has amended the guidelines for the disposal of these Enemy Property Order 2018, and there are some points regarding the Enemy Property 2018. We need to identify the incorrect one. The very first statement is enemy properties can be exclusively used for the state governments or by the state governments for the public use. So this is the guideline which has been passed by the central government, and it is absolutely correct that the enemy properties can be exclusively used by the state governments for public use. Next statement is enemy properties are the properties of the people who have migrated to Pakistan, China and Bangladesh. Incorrect. As enemy properties. Now what is the definition of enemy properties? So enemy properties are those properties which have been left by the people who have been migrated to Pakistan after or during the partition, and to China after the Sino-India War, that is in 1962. So this is 1947 and this is 1962. So people who have left their properties in India and they have been migrated to Pakistan and China, the properties are known as the enemy properties. Bangladesh is not included. Thus this statement stands incorrect. Next is enemy property refers to the properties left by the fugitive economic offenders. No, this is absolutely incorrect. As I just told you, that the properties left by the people who have migrated to Pakistan and China during the partition and Sino-Indo War 1962, they have been those properties have been considered as the properties of enemy or enemy properties. So both B and C are incorrect. Thus, the option E is correct. That enemy properties are the properties who have people migrated to Pakistan, China, and Bangladesh, and they refers to properties left by the fugitive economic offenders. Now, how many properties are there? So there are approximately 9,280 properties of people who have migrated to Pakistan, and 126 properties of people who have migrated to China. If we talk about the bifurcation of these properties, so the majority of the properties of people who have migrated to Pakistan, they are located in Uttar Pradesh. That is approximately 5,000 properties, and the majority of the properties, they are located for the Chinese people, Chinese national, their properties are located in Meghalaya, and that too 57 properties. So UP has the most number of properties which were being held by the people who migrated to Pakistan. Now there are guidelines that these properties can be exclusively used by the state governments for the public use. So they can be used by the state governments for the public use. These are the guidelines which have been passed under the Enemy Property Order 2018. Next question is, the medical laboratory of which of the following organization has come up with the combat casualty drugs? So these combat casualty drugs are those which could extend the golden hour till the troopers or the soldiers could be taken to or shifted to the hospital. So it is kind of a golden medicine or adding the golden hour to the lives of the soldiers and the troopers. And these combat casualty drugs could be used at the time when there was this Pulwama attack as well. So it could have added the golden hour to the lives of the troopers. Now the medical laboratory of the DRDO. Now the definitions or the full form of these organizations. So ISRO stands for Indian Space Research Organization. It is National Defense Academy, Central Bureau of Investigation for CBI, and DRDO stands for Defense Research and Development Organization. IB is Intelligence Bureau. So these are the full form of these organization, and the medical laboratory of DRDO, they have come up with the combat casualty drugs, CCD, combat casualty drugs, and they are expected to add up to the goal and add to the lives of the troopers till they are shifted to the hospitals. Next question is, UK has released a 50 pence coin or a black hole coin to commemorate. So this new coin has been released. It is not the part of the currency or not for the circulation, but just a commemorative coin. So it cannot be used as a currency. Now this black hole coin or a 50 pence coin has been launched or released to commemorate Stephen Hawking. And why Stephen Hawking? Because he has given this theory of black hole, which was clearly or which was explicitly mentioned in this book which was written by him, that is A Brief History of Time. It was actually covered or completed by his family members as well. So A Brief History of Time is the book which contains the theory regarding the black hole, and therefore to commemorate Stephen Hawking, the black hole coin has been released, and that too for the 50 pence coin. Next is, which of the following releases the report Global Environment Outlook? Organizations which release the different reports are very important. So recently this global or the sixth edition of this Global Environment Outlook has been released, and it has been released by the United Nations Environment Program, UNEP. So UNEP has developed this or released this book that is known as the Global Environment Outlook. And there was this theory which was found out in Global Environment Outlook that India could save up to, India could save up to approximately or at least 3 trillion or dollar. If it converted in rupees, then 210 trillion approximately. So India could save at least 3 trillion dollar if they maintain or if they ensure that the globe didn't heat beyond the 1.5 degree Celsius. So this is the finding of the Global Environment Outlook, that India could save up to 210 trillion of the rupees if they do not heat up beyond 1.5 degree Celsius. And this has been released by the report has been released by United Nations Environment Program. Next question is, which of the following has topped the Mercer's Quality of Living Index? So for the 10th year in a row, Vienna, that is in Austria. So Vienna is in Austria. So first position by Vienna, this is first. Second by Zurich, that is in Switzerland. Vancouver is at the third rank. Munich in Germany, that is at fourth, and Auckland in New Zealand. So at the fifth position, these are the top five cities which has been ranked by Mercer's in terms of the quality of living index. The last position or the worst city to live in is Baghdad, that is in Iraq, that is at the 231st position, 231st. So as per the, this is very important as it's in the 10th year in the row that the Mercer's Quality of Living Index has ranked Vienna, that is in Australia, as the most livable or the city which has the best quality for living. Next is, which bank has become the first PSB to launch a child daycare facilities for employees' children? So these are all the PSB banks, and for the first time, Bank of Baroda has launched the crèche facility or the child care facility for the employees or the children of the employees. Now it would be, the cost of this would be divided in 60 and 40, where the bank would bear the 60% of the cost and the employee would be bearing the 40% of the cost of this child care facility. Now, who is the CEO or MD of Bank of Baroda? So he is PS Jaya Kumar. He is the MD and CEO of Bank of Baroda. And Bank of Baroda has become the first PSB to launch a childcare day facility for employees' children, that too in 60-40 ratio of cost sharing. Next is, what was the theme for World Kidney Day 2019? First of all, when is this World Kidney Day 2019 was observed? So for 2019, the day was observed on 14th of March. So it was observed on 14th March 2019, but the World Kidney Day is observed on the second Thursday. So it is observed on the second Thursday of March. So the date is not fixed, but the day is fixed. That is second Thursday of March is being observed as the World Kidney Day. And in 2019, it was observed on 14th of March. What was the theme for that day? So it was kidney health for everyone and everywhere. So it is believed that after 15 to 20 years of having diabetes, nearly one third of the people, they develop the kidney complications or the problems associated with kidney. And if we talk about the diabetic people in India, then they are approximately 72 million people who are diabetic in India. The stats is very big in number, as there is a possibility that after 15 to 20 years there are high chances that they would develop the kidney complication. So it is very important to maintain the health of the kidney or keep our kidney healthy. Last question for this video is, who among the following is associated with gymnast? So Deepa Karmakar is again in news, as she has been modeled with a Barbie after her. Therefore, she is again in news and she is associated with gymnastics. And she was the only person, or the first Indian, we could say, first Indian to win a medal, and that too she won the bronze medal in the Commonwealth Games. So she was the first gymnastic or first Indian female gymnast to win a gold medal at Commonwealth Games. So she won the bronze medal in 2014 Commonwealth Games. So this is all for the current affairs quiz for March 13th and March 14th. Remember the correction which has been done or which has been made for the February document, that would be available in the spotlight when we'll be releasing the March document. Do not forget to subscribe to our channel Anuj Jindal and share your feedback on the comment section below. Thank you so much for watching the video.